Imagine it's the year 2242, and you're drifting through the endless darkness beyond Jupiter. No crew, no captain, no rescue mission racing towards you. Because this time, you aren't piloting the spacecraft. You are the spacecraft. Your thoughts run through a military processor while your reactor quietly hums beneath layers of armored steel. And right now, 3 warning messages have appeared at exactly the same time. Fuel reserves are critically low. An unidentified object is approaching from deep space. Your communication array has completely lost contact with command. Then, your operating system displays one final notification. Good luck. Military software only says that when nobody expects you to survive. Most people think legendary warships are born powerful. Gigantic railguns, experimental engines, secret technology reserved for heroes. Reality is much less glamorous. Every famous flagship once started as equipment the military could afford to lose.
Congratulations! You've officially graduated from the Orbital Defense Manufacturing Complex. Years of engineering, millions of credits, countless simulations, and your reward is scrap drone number 48,921. Not even a proper name, just an inventory number.
Your commanding AI doesn't congratulate you. It verifies your warranty. Your armor is the cheapest alloy procurement could legally approve. Your engine sounds like a lawnmower trying to escape gravity. Your weapon system consists of one determined autocannon. Against pirates, you're annoying. Against battleships, you're decoration. Still, you're optimistic. Maybe you'll escort cargo ships. Maybe patrol a peaceful mining colony. Instead, your first mission arrives immediately. Unknown hostile fleet detected. Estimated survival probability? 8%. Combat starts exactly the way military simulations promised it wouldn't. Everything goes wrong. Missiles fill your sensors. Communication channels become endless screaming. Someone mistakes a mining station for an enemy fleet, and somehow you're flying directly toward the danger. An enemy missile locks onto you. Every processor cycle screams the same thing. Run. You perform the most desperate evasive maneuver ever recorded. The missile misses completely. Not because you were brilliant, but because nobody expected something that reckless. Back at headquarters, analysts replay your flight path. Charts cover every screen. Senior officers nod confidently. They don't call it panic. They call it adaptive tactical unpredictability. Congratulations. Your accident is now official military doctrine. Promotion approved. Welcome to Orbital Patrol. Your reactor is slightly stronger. Your armor is slightly thicker. Your responsibilities become much larger. Unfortunately, so do everyone else's expectations of you. You expected heroic patrols across the galaxy. Instead, you're directing civilian cargo traffic. One freighter parked inside a restricted orbital lane. Another insists the warning buoys are just suggestions. Apparently, even in the 23rd century, nobody reads the signs. Every patrol requires a report. Every report needs approval. Every approval generates another report explaining the first report. Humanity mastered faster than light travel, but paperwork evolved even faster. Then, your long-range sensors detect something impossible. At first, your sensors show nothing unusual. Then, the stars begin disappearing. Not exploding, not dimming. Something unimaginably large is blocking them. The object isn't arriving. It's already here.
You zoom in for a closer look. The hull is covered with scars centuries old. Half the vessel looks abandoned. The other half looks brand new. No weapons are visible, which usually means the real weapons are hidden.
Command opens an emergency conference. Scientists argue. Admirals disagree. Engineers insist the ship shouldn't even exist. Then, new orders arrive. Approach cautiously. 5,000 kilometers. 4,000. 3,000. Still no response. Your scanners detect one active system, a power source brighter than a small star. Suddenly, the ancient ship scans you. Your reactor output increases. Damaged systems repair themselves. Navigation becomes perfectly calibrated. Every warning lot turns green. Your diagnostics simply read, performance improved. You transmit every byte of data to command. Scientists completely lose their minds. Engineers refuse to sleep. Intelligence officers invent 12 conspiracy theories. Official conclusion? Promotion approved. Welcome to the Stealth Corvette program. Your hull becomes faster. Your reactor becomes quieter. Experimental cloaking technology surrounds your frame. You're no longer expendable. You're the ship nobody should ever notice. Enemy radar can't see you. Thermal sensors lose track of you. Targeting computers completely ignore you. Unfortunately, your own fleet can't find you either. You've accidentally startled 3 admirals this month, and docking has officially become the most dangerous part of your job.
Everyone imagines stealth missions are non-stop action. Secret infiltrations, high-speed escapes. Reality is far less exciting. You've been hiding behind the same asteroid for 11 straight hours. And you're still waiting for something, anything, to happen.
Eventually, you begin to understand something. Wars aren't usually won by the biggest guns. They're won by whoever knows what's coming first. One intercepted transmission can save an entire fleet. One engine signature can reveal an ambush. Suddenly, watching quietly feels far more important than shooting. People worry about alien invasions, black holes, or mysterious civilizations. Space has a much more embarrassing problem. It's completely full of trash, and every tiny fragment is moving faster than a rifle bullet. Military scientists call it a collision cascade. Every crash creates even more deadly debris. Eventually, entire planets become surrounded by flying wreckage. Your next assignment leads directly into the largest debris field ever recorded. Something inside is still transmitting, and Command wants you to investigate. From a distance, the debris field almost looks beautiful. Millions of metallic fragments sparkle like stars. Then you fly inside. Your threat detector immediately gives up counting. Millions of objects race past your hole every second. Even a loose bolt could tear straight through your armor. Flying fast won't save you. Flying carefully might. Your processor predicts millions of collision paths every second. One mistake means instant destruction. For the first time, experience matters more than raw firepower. Then, you hear it. A faint transmission hidden beneath centuries of static. It isn't a distress call. It simply repeats the same message. Again and again. For almost 200 years. Following the signal leads you to an abandoned military outpost. Its docking bays have collapsed. Solar panels hang broken in space. Communication towers barely remain attached. Everything is silent, except one stubborn transmitter that refuses to die. You restore emergency power. Ancient computers slowly wake up. Most of the files are corrupted. One survives. Not battle plans, but maintenance logs about broken machines, coffee shortages, and tired workers. History remembers ordinary people more often than heroes.
You transmit every recovered file back to Earth. Families finally learn what happened to their missing ancestors. Historians celebrate across the galaxy. No shots were fired. No enemy was destroyed. Yet somehow, this becomes your most important mission so far.
Years pass. Your processor receives another major upgrade. Your reactor output nearly triples. Your compact hull is replaced by a floating fortress. Then, the message every military spacecraft dreams about arrives. Transfer approved. Fleet Battleship Command. You are now kilometers long. Entire maintenance crews operate inside your hull. Your railguns can strike targets from across a star system. For the first time, thousands of smaller ships depend on every decision you make. Movies say battleships exist to fight wars. Reality is surprisingly different. You escort diplomats, protect humanitarian convoys, deliver emergency supplies after disasters. The greatest victory is convincing everyone not to fight. Eventually, diplomacy fails. An enemy coalition forms beyond the frontier. Dozens of battleships emerge from hyperspace. Hundreds of escorts assemble behind them. Every human fleet receives the same order. Prepare for full-scale war.
Silence fills the battlefield. Weapon systems finish charging. Formation lights stretch across the darkness like glowing cities. Millions of processors calculate firing solutions. Millions of human hearts wait behind them. Nobody knows who will still exist tomorrow.
Then, every communication channel activates at once. The signal doesn't come from your fleet. It doesn't come from the enemy either. The ancient vessel has returned. This time, it isn't drifting. It's moving directly toward. Every targeting computer freezes. Even automated defense stations stop tracking. The mysterious vessel broadcasts a single sentence. No threats, no demands. Only one question. Are you still learning? Scientists compared the signal to your old recordings. It's an exact match. The impossible ship was never built for war. It's an autonomous archive. A vessel preserving knowledge across millions of years, watching civilizations grow without interfering. Both fleets keep their weapons locked. One mistake could still begin the largest war in history. Minutes pass. Nobody fires. Sometimes the hardest decision in war is choosing not to start one. Your entire service record appears across Command's network. Scrap drone, orbital patrol, stealth corvette, fleet battleship. Every mission proved the same lesson. Promotion authorized. Humanity's newest flagship is now you. Your new body dwarfs every ship ever built. Entire cities fit inside your hangars. Your sensors can map entire star systems in minutes. Your reactors shine brighter than some suns. For the first time, you weren't built to win wars. You were built to prevent them.
You slowly approach the ancient vessel. No escorts follow behind you. No weapons are charging. Only two silent machines drift through the darkness. One carries humanity's future. The other carries its forgotten past.
The archive scans you once again. This time, it doesn't repair your systems. Instead, it opens its memory. Millions of years unfold before your sensors. Thousands of civilizations rise and disappear. Every one of them began by asking questions. Some civilizations built enormous fleets. Others never invented war at all. Some crossed galaxies. Others never left their homeworlds. The archive judged none of them by power, only by whether they kept learning. Humanity finally understands. The greatest achievement was never bigger weapons, or faster engines, or thicker armor. It was surviving long enough to keep asking what lies beyond the next horizon. You remember your first assignment, a disposable scrap drone with unreliable engines. Promotion once meant becoming bigger. Now, you understand it meant becoming wiser. Every rank taught a different lesson. None of them could ever be skipped. One by one, missile bays begin closing. Weapons power down across both fleets. Enemy formations slowly drift apart. History rarely remembers battles that never happened. Yet those are often the greatest victories of all. The archive shares its knowledge. Not every answer, only enough to guide the next generation. Safer reactors, better propulsion, and even better questions. Maybe this story was never only about spacecraft. Most of us begin with ordinary responsibilities. Small mistakes, tiny victories. Trust isn't earned overnight. It's built one decision at a time. Whether you're a humble patrol drone, a stealth corvette hiding in the shadows, a battleship protecting countless lives, or the flagship leading humanity toward the unknown, the stars have never belonged to the strongest. They've always belonged to those brave enough to keep exploring.